So as long as you're not strange, your car probably has an exhaust. Everybody's exhaust is a little bit different, and it's one of the first things you modify when you're modding your car, because it changes the whole experience of driving the car. So now I want to talk about what your exhaust says about you. To the people that just have a stock exhaust, that lets me know that you're not very into cars. You might drive a Kia Soul and just go to work and back. Another reason your car's exhaust might be stock is if the car has a louder exhaust from the factory, like the Mercedes C63. You either have a very cool car or you're a bit boring. Next up, we have the straight pipe. If your car has a straight pipe, that lets me know that you didn't quite get enough attention as a child. You probably forgot to take your medication when you made the decision to give your poor car a f***ing straight pipe. You love enjoying your city's local street takeover on Friday nights, just to release some pent-up anger. Your car is most likely under $5,000 and is probably powered by a VQ engine. Your credit score might be somewhere around 13. You're probably talking to the dudes with custom exhaust talking about, you need to release the beautiful symphony that your engine produces and cut that shit off, twin. I don't really with straight pipes if you haven't caught that already. Next up, we have the Burble tune or flame tune. I know Burble tunes and flame tunes don't actually have anything to do with your exhaust system itself, but I think touching on this is still very relevant. Starting off with the Burble tune. Burbles are not bad. There's a difference between your car having natural burbles on deceleration and actually scaring people. I think having a Burble tune tells me that you're a younger driver and drive a newer BMW. You don't have many friends, so you decided to push people further away from you by making your car sound like it's braking while you're driving. As far as flame tunes, I mostly think they're weird, and you're probably weird for having one. But if your car happens to spit a flame with two-step or something, or just spits a flame somehow, then it's extremely cool, and you're extremely cool. If you pay someone to tune your car just to waste gas by burning it and ruining your exhaust, then I think you're a weird attention seeker. But don't even get me started on spark plugs in the exhaust. Next up, we have the Muffler Delete. If you're running a Muffler Delete on your car, you definitely care more about your car than someone with a straight pipe. I can respect it. It's definitely one of the cheapest exhaust modifications that you can do besides just cutting the entire thing off, but I think a Muffler Delete might just be a Car Guy Canon event, but I would definitely suggest upgrading eventually. Okay, next up we have the axle back. An axle back exhaust is exactly what it sounds like. It's just taking care of everything behind your rear axles, so most likely just the mufflers. If you're running an axle back exhaust, you have more taste than someone who did a Muffler Delete. You like to hear a little more noise than the stock exhaust, but you don't want to be obnoxious. You might be a bit older, but you're still a chiller.
The Resonator Delete.
I personally believe Resonator Deletes are for the village idiots. Your Resonator helps keep drone out, and I can't think of any reason that you'd want your car to drone. Drone is the sound that your car makes at a certain RPM, and you will just be hearing it constantly if you don't have a resonator. If you'd like a higher flowing resonator just to build some power, just buy a vibrant ultra quiet resonator or some other sport resonator. No need to go deaf hearing the bad sounds coming from your car. Now I want to talk about the catback system. This is probably one of the first actually good ones. Someone who has a catback exhaust has a lot of respect for their car. They might not really know how to use a welder, so they just buy the kit that they can put together themselves. You can usually buy these exhaust systems for a reasonable price online and just bolt it on. These exhaust systems can give the car a great tone. They usually replace the stock muffler and resonator with a sportier muffler and resonator. When I say sportier, I just mean smaller and higher flowing. They just allow for some more volume to come from the engine without ruining the driving experience. And your car will probably stay legal. Next up, we have headers. If your car has Catless headers, it means you're pretty far into the build, and you most likely don't live in California. Catless headers give a pretty solid bump in horsepower. They remove the primary cats, which allows the exhaust to escape the engine much faster than before. Unfortunately, headers can make your car sound quite different, for better or for worse. When I put headers on my BMW, I was very happy with the power gain, but I didn't like the sound as much as the stock headers. If you put headers on your car, you're cool, but also be careful because it can be illegal. Next up, we have the dual exhaust. Dual exhaust systems are 100% badass, and they can actually help with your car's performance if you're running an X pipe or an H pipe. These exhaust setups are common for sports cars or cars with a V8 engine. If this is your exhaust setup, you probably have a cool car. But wait, some people have fake dual exhausts. Just having two exhaust tips on the back of your car does not mean you have a dual exhaust. A true dual exhaust goes from the headers all the way to the muffler separately, while a fake dual exhaust, like on the Dodge Charger V6, just a regular single exhaust that splits into two at the end. If you have a dual exhaust, you're probably chill and have an awesome car. If not, time to hand over the pinks to another naive driver, then upgrade to something legit. Single exit big bore. If you have a big single exit exhaust, you're probably an anime watcher who also likes cars. I'm always seeing these setups on the JDM cars like the Toyota Supra, the Honda Civic, 240SX, and basically all of the Japanese cars. Having a big single exit exhaust either mean you have a super cool Japanese car or you just slapped a fart can on regular traffic. So it's hard to conclude what this setup says about you. You're either in high school and just want a loud car, or you have refined taste and a sweet sounding car. Now I have to talk about the hood exit exhaust. Having a hood exit on your car might actually be one of the coolest things ever. Okay, obviously this is probably the most bold mod you could do to your car ever, but they look super cool, especially if you have a diesel car. I would recommend this mod to about 1% of the population, but to those who did it, you're probably badass and live in the middle of absolutely nowhere. The valved exhaust. So a valved exhaust is pretty much the perfect exhaust system you could possibly have, but it means you can change your car from quiet to loud whenever you want. Having a valved exhaust probably means your parents bought your car for you, because having an exhaust like this is really only common on newer sports cars. So unless you install the valves yourself, you're either rich or spoiled, but you also have a sweet exhaust setup, so that's nice. Building or paying someone to build a custom exhaust for your car is the best of the best ways to make noise come out of your car. The reason that this is the best option is because you can choose the highest quality parts to put in your car, and you can decide exactly what you want your exhaust to look like and sound like. You can add an H pipe for torque, you could add an X pipe for horsepower, and you can add a drone pipe to reduce the bad sounds that come out of your car. If your car has a high quality custom exhaust, you're probably the coolest person ever, and you also have a solid chunk of money. Or debt. Either way, you truly care about your car and want the performance and sound benefits from a custom exhaust. So you're the coolest person on this list by far.